Hi cuties! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be doing a Q&A. Okay, first question is, what is something that makes you feel like a kid again and honors your inner child? This is from Peachy Candace. Something that makes me feel like a kid again is when I go home. I'm also just honoring my inner child anytime I'm doing anything creative. The next question is green flags you look for in a potential friendship. I would say my number one thing is if I leave someone feeling more energized and inspired, just happier, I immediately know that I vibe with them. Do I feel safe being vulnerable? Do I feel safe talking to this person and sharing things with them? What was the training like before Boys World? It was very intense. I feel like that time of my life is almost a little blurry. Wake up 8:30 a.m. jogging, homeschool, go into dance movement training, live performance training, all these different things in one for hours. And then after that we would have like a little lunch break and then go into vocal lessons, and that was about 6 hours. I think like an hour for each girl and then an hour for the whole group. Yeah, I feel like we would get really burnt out and sort of robotic, but it was an experience of a lifetime. Thank you for that question, Patricia. Where to visit in Ireland is next on your bucket list? This is from Lauren Allen 128. I went to Ireland in March to April, and it was so much fun. I went to visit my boyfriend who lives there. Posted a vlog about it if you haven't seen it. It's on this channel. I feel like I did a lot. We didn't go to Kerry. He wants to take me there. I will go to Ireland anytime. I will probably visit a lot more. I cannot wait to be back. Hallelujah_multi. They asked, how is living with Lillian? When we moved in together, it was so rushed because the group had ended and we kind of had to figure our lives out and what the hell is happening. We were pretty confident that it would be okay, and we were absolutely right because it honestly is. We have such a great roommate situation. We know each other so incredibly well that it just works. Like, when am I gonna live with my best friend again in our little apartment, decorate it how we like, and just have somebody always there, you know? This is the time. So what is one thing you'd never change about yourself? That is from Bridget.Parkinson. One thing I would never change about myself is how bubbly and outgoing I am. I would say that I do make people feel comfortable to speak to me. Ruby May FTV asked, how do you move on from a breakup? Going no contact. Going no contact is the best thing that you could do. It's so hard. It does get easier. If it was your person, you wouldn't have broken up. And some people are not meant to be in your life forever. They're meant to teach you things and go.
Detach by knowing that next time you'll do better, okay?
Definitely journal and listen to your gut and listen to what you need at that moment. Maddie Cole_04 asks, what is your favorite comfort show, movie, or song? My favorite comfort show is Sex and the City. Probably like a good old rom-com, or Monsters Inc. or High School Musical.
I actually have tears. I've seen this movie so many times. And it still makes me cry.
Star My Tan asked me, what meals or snacks have you been hyperfixated on lately? Oreos. My hyperfixation breakfast right now is an English muffin over easy eggs with 2 strips of crispy bacon, a little bit of shredded cheese with sriracha. It is so good. Get the hell out of here asked, what has being in the public eye taught you the most? I love you so much. Okay, I'm currently editing. It just was not coming out the way that I wanted it to, which is kind of ironic. It's really important to know who you are and be sure of yourself, because other people will try and define that for you and act like they know you or your intentions or what exactly is going on behind closed doors. There are benefits to being in the public eye, your influence, getting to connect with so many people and people that support you. I think it's important to protect your peace. It's important to know who you are. People can be really, really mean behind those phone screens and say the most just outlandish stuff about you or your appearance. I don't share as much as I used to because, you know, there's certain things that I want to keep to myself about my personal life. But yeah, but like I said, there's also a lot of benefits, and you know, it's a double-edged sword. HTTP_BoysWorld asked, any music in the works or acting? I definitely want to get into music and acting again. I hope that when I am ready to release music or really dive into acting and shoot something really cool, I hope that you'll support me and be there. I'm a person that just likes to do everything and dip my toes into a million different things. That will just always be who I am. Now is the time to figure out what I really want to lean into, and I'm very excited. Nima.k said, do you have any advice for getting out of a rut or mental slump? You're never going to regret a workout. You're never going to regret getting up and making your bed or writing in your journal when you really just don't have the energy to. Sometimes you just have to find like the tiniest ounce of motivation to just start it and get yourself to do that thing that you don't want to do. Also, be easy on yourself. Take it one step at a time. Take care of yourself like you would somebody that you love and care for. How was it filming the music video with Lady Gaga? This is from Bougie Being. It was magical. I cannot believe I did that. First night, we didn't shoot anything, so we were just waiting the entire day. I know that the dancers had to do a lot of choreography, so it just took a really long time. So we didn't have our phones because they took them from us. They should, like, we're on a Lady Gaga music video set. I remember I was wearing this long white dress, supposed to be like a ball. So I was super nervous to get on set with not only Lady Gaga, but Paris Goebel. Paris pulled me to the side and like grabbed my hand, and I was so nervous. She brought the stylist over and she was like, like, we need this dress off of her. I want more skin. It needs to be like really sexy. This part needs to be sexy. We took off the dress. It was a moment. Lady Gaga got lifted up behind me. We had to jump. It was so high energy. And then in the last scene, we had to fall to the ground. I was kind of bruised up the next day. Lady Gaga gave her speech at the end of the day. I will keep that for myself, but it was so special. Biggest thing that you've achieved in 2025 so far. That is from Kitty Love. For one, starting this YouTube channel. That has been on my bucket list for a really long time, and I just was procrastinating, holding off, nervous about it. I'm really proud of myself for getting a job and just hustling as much as I can. It's about to be a year since Boys One ended. A year ago, we were in the mess of figuring out what was going on and just like in limbo. For months after that, we were at a dip. And I was feeling very lost, very confused, not myself at all. Not myself at all. I'm finally at a point where I'm feeling better. I'm very excited for new things. Just trying to put myself out there. I'm just proud of myself for feeling happier after an insane last year. Esme.joy_ asked, are you friends with all members of Boys World? I'm seeing this question a lot. We're together for 5 years and we had a devastating ending to something that's so big in our lives. Like, we worked together, hung out together, made music together, everything. Nobody knows exactly what we went through and what that life was like except each other. It's okay for people to grow individually and take space, and that doesn't change the amount of love and respect I have for each of them, and it never will. That's it for today. That is the end of my Q&A. I will never take for granted what it means to have you here supporting me, watching this video. I love you. Till next time.